Hi there, I'm Charlie. I'm the lead designer and writer for Shiver at Parable Games, and this is our stall at UK GE. So I just want to kind of talk through what we've got on offer here today. First up, the kind of foundation of our system, we've got our core rulebook. So everything you need to play is contained in here. All of your player rules, direct rules, our version of a GM, a full bestiary full of monsters and gribblies to populate your story with, weapons, items. There's even a starter adventure in the back here, a corporate horror zombie dungeon crawl that will guide you through running your first story. Next up in the core system is our Cursed Library. So this is an anthology of 5 different unique stories across the broad church that is horror. So we have a 1980s Kids on Bikes adventure, if you're lovers of Stranger Things, lock some kids in Halloween costumes in a haunted house and see how they do. We have a 1970s Scarecrow slasher where they're not staying too static. We also have a space horror where a group of space truckers answer an SOS call they probably should have left alone. We have a Weird West story where all the miners have disappeared from the town and you need to rustle up a posse, go into the mountains and find where the miners have gone. And also my personal favourite, the final story, my love letter to John Carpenter's The Thing, where a research vessel has disappeared in the Arctic and you needed to go into the cold to find out what's happened. So that's our core system, but the new books that we have with us here today are our new Gothic range. So first up we have Shiver Gothic Secrets of Spirehome. So this is our big 320-page monster. It's our kind of heaviest, biggest, longest book we've ever done. So this is a mixture of new player rules and a complete, originally and unique setting, a city of Spirehome, which you've got here, kind of all in our inlay, a large 10-chapter story, and a brand new one-shot that can introduce players to the world as well. The main draw, I would say, for this book is our new rules for playing as monsters. If you've ever wanted to play as Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, and a skeleton, team up and go fight supernatural crime, then this is probably the book for you. So in supplement to that, once you're done exploring that Gothic city above, we can flush your players into the sewers below with the Disciples of Dregstone. So, Disciples of Dregstone is a subterranean adventure that gives you brand new rules as well for playing as our version of Ratfolk. Due to alchemical waste flushed into the sewers, they've developed and mutated into a medieval feudal society on the cusp of revolution. Very much like how Star Wars is a space opera, I call this book a sewer opera, full of kind of intrigue, high adventure, horrible dribbly mutants, and a whole lot of drama and Ratfolk characters that are kind of spiteful and evil on the kind of royalist side, but also some Ratfolk characters that I'm sure you'll learn to love. So, that is kind of all of our books. But I would be remiss to say that we also have our first foray into special editions. So this is our collector's edition of Secrets of Spirehome. It's the same book on the inside, but it has this lovely cloth binding and foil cover and backing. On top of this, we have our new dice sets as well. They all work mechanically the same, but are all themed to Gothic and playing as monsters. But yeah, so that's everything that we have kind of at the store today, including some of our new small press as well. So What Lurks Beneath is our little deep sea horror, dive into some trenches with your friends, with a game that fits in your back pocket. And also our one-page RPG adventure, Someone in This Tavern is an Effing Mimic, a game of social deduction where you're trying to discover who a mimic is in a tavern before they nom on all of your tavern patrons. If you want to find out where we are, you can find our web store at www.parablegames.co.uk. You can also find us at Shiver RPG on Instagram and Shiver RPG on Facebook, and at Games Parable on Twitter. Thanks for coming by the stall. I'm John from Parable Games, and this is Shiver. Thank you very much.